Tyler on the beat, little bitch.
According to Muhammad Farhan Shah, the issue about Kim River is the discharge of 2.40 tons of chemical substances from oil tanker. The chemical waste is very dangerous that can be sprayed in a short time. It is because the chemical flow into the water. The issue have made Johor Department of Environment (DOE) have arrested an owner of chemical factory in Kulai, followed by another arrest involving shredded waste factory owner. So the arrested have made the investigation more easily after they have identified the illegally dumped chemical as marine oil, that flammable methane and benzene fumes.
The Pasir Gudang Municipal Council MPPG conducted an emergency drill on Tuesday in case of another Sungai Kim incident. The annual drill involved more than 300 people from various government agencies, Pasir Gudang Emergency Mutual Aid Pagema personnel and local residents. MPPG Administrator Officer Sharif Idros said the exercise drill this year gave focus to residents around Tanjung Langsat. He added that the training exercise was important, with Pasir Gudang being an industrial township with more than 2,000 factories and about 250 chemical plants. In March, a toxic pollution in Sungai Kim resulted in over 4,000 people falling ill, which also saw the temporary closure of 111 schools. Shortly after, in June, a less severe case of pollution by toxic fumes occurred in the Taman Mawar area, causing breathing difficulties to some 15 students.
It's a basic necessity for human every day. People will use water for daily activities such as cooking, shower, and etc.
As for the effect, The toxic waste from Sungai Kim has affected all people living along the river. It affected the daily routine of the people and also affected the health problem of the people as well. According to Mista, a total of 2,775 people were treated at several hospitals in Johor due to chemical pollution, with 7 of them being treated in ICU, intensive care unit. From all the amount, 1,906 cases have been handled at 2 Pasir Gudang medical centers, and 869 more have been treated in Johor Bahru Hospital Science Clinic. Also, according to the staff, a total of 506 students were treated for contamination of hazardous chemical waste, with 166 retained in ward, while 9 of them treated in ICU as well. Due to this pollution affected the health problem of students and the teachers, the Minister of Education has ordered all 111 schools in Pasir Gudang district to be closed immediately. Toxic waste also affected the fishermen who were used to make the river as their daily source of income due to the water pollution. According to the chairman of Johor Fishermen Association, Azli Muhammad Aziz, total of 650 associations members from different nearby village have said that after 10 days of an incident, the revenue has dropped by up to 50%. Thus, to overcome this problem to clean up the river, the state government approved the emergency allocation of Rm 6.4 million to speed up the cleaning process of the Kim River. Last but not least, for the effect, the incident of Kim River also will lead to tarnishing our country image towards the country. It is because when such incident occurred, it will affect the perception of tourists to our country. It also indirectly affected our tourism industry, since the tourists will not safe to travel to especially Johor due to this pollution.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, I'll be explaining the suggestion part that we came up with regarding this toxic waste issue in Sungai Kim Johor. So there are a few suggestions and recommendations in way to reduce the toxic waste issue in Malaysia. Toxic waste issue frequently happen because of people who are careless and neglect the importance of the environmental health. So the first suggestion that we came up with, the first suggestion is to reduce the amount of hazardous product that we bought, means the toxic product that we bought So this means that less demand, less supply. This will help a lot to this issue, because the more demand of people in toxic item or hazardous items or product, the more manufacturer will produce. So for example, if we only need 4 liter of cleaning product, make sure we buy 4 liter and not more than that So plus it's more preferable to buy products that also multi-purpose, with such cleaner products that can clean many kinds of surfaces, and so that we don't need to buy many kinds of products or many kinds of hazardous products that also single purpose, and so that we can utilize the hazardous products efficiently. We can use in many surface. We can clean the table, we can clean the windows and many surfaces. So the second way to reduce the toxic waste problem is by using less hazardous products. Toxic or hazardous product, there are many kind of non-toxic alternatives.
Lemon and essential oils. Vinegar is really acidic, so it's very effective when it comes to killing mold, bacteria, and most germs. Lemon has antibacterial properties that help to kill bacteria and germs. It also leaves a fresh scent. You can use this vinegar all-purpose cleaner on almost anything, from your carpets to your drains.
Also can reduce the household good reduce cost lah. So the third suggestion is always properly dispose of hazardous products. Many consumers and industrial goods contain dangerous chemicals, including the oils, solvent, the fertilizers, and the household cleaning agents. So one of the best method to dispose this kind of substance is by land disposal, which got two basic methods, which is landfilling. Needed to be away from any wind dispersion and erosion.
Hi, my name is Mohfarid. So I'm going to talk about the lesson learned in Sungai Kim Kim, Pasir Gudang. Okay, so one of the lesson learned is we keep repeating our mistake. Abu Hurairah, one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad, said that the believer will not be twice bite from the same hole by a snake. Okay, and the hadith also teaches that we should always be careful that we are not twice in the same problem or difficulty. The recent chemical contamination of Pasir Gudang, however, may be interpreted as contradictory to what the hadith has been attempting to show us. It seems that we never learn our mistake. Also, the landslide of agricultural operation in the Cameron Highland, for instance, should not be ignored. So it means that we still doing the same mistake. A quotation says that errors are made, lessons are learned. Therefore, with any errors we make, we have to able gain something useful from it. Another lesson that we can get from the case is we used to be ignorant towards the environmental. In Islam, Allah has appointed human as the Ghalib of the earth. The job is wonderful and honorable, but we have many duties as the Ghalib of Allah, and one of those is to protect the world. We should look for information of how it works to protect the world. Scientific and technical environmental awareness is important, but theological and cultural knowledge is necessary. The environmental science is important for all people from childhood onwards. Malaysia is a developing world, and hence our mindset should grow and not reverse. Okay, so we go to the last point. Our environment security needs effective and better action. Okay, which means to increase life quality not just for human beings but for other living things. Both actors, including people, state, community, are responsible for this. If the ecosystem is not covered, there will be further cases such as Sungai Kim Kim and Taman Mawar and Cameron Highland. The citizens live on Taman Tanjung Puteri Resort in Pasir Gudang apparently complain to the government every year, but as no step have been taken so far since 2011. They had to endure the sting or the smelly from Sungai Selangkar tributary to Sungai Kim Kim. Okay, so the state should discover and propose a strategic plan to deal with the causes of Pasir Gudang's air pollution.
We got the juice, syndicate we moving. Boys on the roof, and the so we make it trippin'. Look for the house, cause I like a top, yeah. I'm moving the most, I can feel it, the pockets, I'm winning the race, yeah.
We're moving the ice, yeah. She like we're wearing a mask. We aim in the night, magsakuran sa muna siguress. We don't